Hello, this is Jorge Olson, and today we're going to talk about investment, how to get investment for the company, for your company, no matter where you are in the company size or where you are in sales, in distribution, or if you're getting ready to exit, if you're getting ready for seed capital, round A, round B, etc. We're going to cover different points, including why you need investment, number one. Number two, how we ask for investment, which is in alternative ways. We don't go with VCs, venture capitalists, and we don't go with angel investors. All of the investment that we get is from alternative sources, and we've funded more than $100 million, and we have received funding per each one of our companies of up to $20 million per company, using the very same things that you're going to learn today. Number three, we're going to go over your long-term strategy for investment. This way, you don't have, I need $100,000 for seed capital, or I need $5 million round A. That way you have a long-term strategy, including the business model, which is very important as well. If you don't have your business model, it's not going to work. And number four talks about your business model, which is what you need. What do you need to get investment? Number one, you need your business model. Number two, you need an investment kit. What is an investment kit? How can you produce one? And what do we put in our investment kits? We'll cover all of that today. We'll also cover how you can work with us to get investment. And we have a huge investment group that you can join for free on LinkedIn, which is 30,000 members. If you send us a text, we will be happy to send you the link. We have a deal flow group as well, where we send investments to people who are interested from the group in getting certain types of investments. More importantly, we have an investment mastermind group. The investment mastermind group is a group of entrepreneurs, executives. Sometimes we get our securities lawyer to come, or investment bankers, but mostly entrepreneurs looking for investment. We'll talk about that as well. Most of the members of all of the members in our current mastermind already received investment. So it's a great place to start, network, and learn from people that are getting investment, already got funded at least seed, and are already going after A, B, or C. Our businesses are already exiting. We're doing 3 publicly traded companies at the moment. That's something else that we cover in the investment mastermind, how to go public. Let's start with number one. Why do you need investment? And the fears behind getting investment. One of the questions that we get from our coaching clients is, why do I need investment? Can't I just bootstrap it and grow slowly, and then if I need it one day, I can get investment? Sure, you can do that. For me, that's not a lot of fun. I want to grow companies fast. I want to double, triple, quadruple, go 10x. So it's fun. But the most important part is money gives you speed. And that's a saying that I absolutely love. Money gives you speed. What does that mean? Number one, you will be first to market. You will have higher barriers of entry. That means people cannot compete with you because you are growing so fast. It is more difficult for them to compete now and in the future. That's money gives you speed. Money allows you to make mistakes and experiment. You can grow exponentially. You can take risk. You can fail a little bit, recover, and don't go on bankruptcy. So all of those things you get with money. If you already know that you need money, then skip that point. But if you are on the fence, money gives you speed. Now there's a fear behind getting money, and the fear that I get from you guys is, I will lose control of my company. I don't want to lose control of my company. I think people get that from movies or from books. If you do things correctly from the start, you shouldn't lose control of your company. This is why, as part of our team, we have 4 people. We have 2 entrepreneurs, which is my partner and myself. But then we have 2 key members who are also partners and shareholders in this company, that, by the way, is going public. the company that does the coaching, the mastermind, etc. And these two partners are, number one, an investment banker with more than 30 years experience in investment banking. Number two, we have a securities and exchange attorney. Yes, that's our partner and shareholder. It is so important to have a securities and exchange attorney in your team that we decided to make them a partner. So when you come and work with us, they are your partner as well. So very important for the mastermind clients and also for coaching clients, so that you know that we have those people as shareholders. They're not just in the team, they're actual owners, shareholders in the company. So don't be afraid. If you prepare correctly, you can have different types of stock. You can have different strategies in place where you don't lose control of your company. Another thing that I would like you to think about is, anytime that you get investment, is that investment growing your net worth or is it not? In other words, you give 10% of the company, but your net worth doubles. Then that was a very good move. And see it in that way. We'll explore that more in the future, especially if you come to the masterminds. But that's a strategy that we always keep in mind. What is happening to your net worth, to your family, to your partners and other shareholders when you accept that money? And that will tell you if it's a good deal or not. That's a good vetting process. Let's talk about now the next point, which is alternative investment. We don't take money. That's our style. We don't take money from traditional sources, angels and VCs or venture capitalists. We do take money from hedge funds. We do take money from other types of private equity firms that you never heard of. We do take money from them. Now and of course we do a lot of tabletop investment. We take money from executives of other companies, CEOs, for example, of large companies that have large salaries. Sure, we take money from them. Why do we do this? Well, number one is competition. We don't want to send a business plan or go through the funnel of an investor. We want to create our own funnel, and they have to go through our funnel to invest. In other words, we will not go and stand in line waiting for an investor. We will not go through their vetting process. We will not compete with the other 2,000, 3,000 business plans that they receive every month. That's not the way we do it. That's very slow. And then our valuations tend to be according to them, not to us. So what we do is we have identified over the last 15 years alternative means of getting investment. Now, when I say alternative, they're not crazy. These are all people with money. They're high net worth individuals or companies or corporations, or even institutional investors, but they're the ones that you normally do not hear of. For example, we get some investment from publicly traded companies that we know are sitting on a lot of cash, and they need to spend their cash, and they need to have their stock go up. So if we identify your company as a company that can help a publicly traded company that we know of that's looking for your product or your service, and their stock will go up with the press release when they invest in your company, it's a beautiful match. That's one example. It's not the only thing that we do for our companies. And again, every single company that we have, we've raised capital, and we have more than 10. And we've had thousands of engagements with customers in consumer packaged goods, software, beverage industry, and other industries where we've helped them. A lot of them raised up to $100 million from alternative investors. Let's go over your strategy. You need an investment strategy. What do I mean by that? Is number one, you need what you're going to do with the money, use of funds, which you already know. Everybody asks for that. But number two, what is your long-term strategy for investment? What's going to happen each time that you raise capital? What's going to happen to your original investors? Let's think this through. It's happening now with the other members of the mastermind. We have all of the members that we have in the mastermind already raised capital. So if you join our investment mastermind, which we have right now every 3 months. It's in San Diego, California. You would fly to San Diego and sit in this table where we are now, in this conference room. And we would brainstorm about how to get you money, share our contacts, our know-how, and our templates and investment kits. And the strategy that you need. And we're going through this with every single mastermind member because their investors are asking for that. Somebody invests $100,000 with you as a seed capital investment. Now you're looking for round A, and your seed investor is panicking. What's going to happen to me? Are you going to dilute me? Are you going to dilute yourself? What's the strategy? What if you need more money for B or C, round B or C? Or if you go public, what's going to happen? How will you issue stock back to me if you go public? Or what if you exit through an acquisition of a publicly traded company, which we want to do for our companies right now. Right now, we're sending 3 companies public in the US and in Toronto as well. And we are selling others. And of course, we are getting investment on all of them if you're interested in investing with us. As I say, we're always looking for investment. We never stop. If the company's new or if the company's 10 years old, 15 years old, we never stop with our investment strategy. So we do it. We want you to do it. What's your long-term investment strategy? Put it in writing. Memorize the script. I guarantee you every investor, especially the smart investors, will ask you. Number 4, what do you need? What do you need to get investment? Well, yes, you need a business model. You need, let's talk about those 2 first. You need a business model, a solid business model, and you need your investment kit. You also need products or services or all of the other software or whatever your widgets, whatever you're selling. We're not going to focus on that because I don't know your business. No matter what your business is, I do know that you need a business model and you need an investment kit. The investment kit that we use is very specific. It works and we want you to follow it. And we have a lot of things that you've seen before, a lot of things that you have not seen before, and we actually create a kit. Once you come to the office, you'll be able to see our kit. We have people here in the mastermind who are getting investment for the beverage industry. We have several beverage entrepreneurs. We also have people in software. We have people that have larger brick and mortar businesses with trucks and warehouses and factories. So we have different types of entrepreneurs in the investment club. And don't forget to join our investment group. Those are separate. The investment group on LinkedIn, we'll send you the link if you want it. So that's our investment kit. It's very specific. It has a 1-pager. It has specific information about you and your company made in a special way. You get the templates when you join the mastermind. By the way, ask us about the mastermind. We will send you a free document on masterminds, on coaching, as well as this specific mastermind. We didn't invent the modern mastermind, so we'll send you a history of the mastermind. Every single successful entrepreneur that I know, that you know or read about, belongs to a mastermind. I guarantee it. From Rockefeller to Bill Gates, they all belong to masterminds. We've been hosting masterminds for about 10 years, just so you know. So we believe in them, and we get invited, we get on planes and fly also to be chairs on masterminds. The other thing that you need is your business model. Now, I don't mean a traditional business model as you probably have heard in the past. What I'm talking about is a business model that takes you through customer acquisition. It takes you through your supply chain with costs of acquisition of distributors or distribution chain or customers, as well as lifetime value of those customers and retention investment for those customers, depending on the business that you have. That has to be in your model. Why? I'm not just on your side when it comes to investment. I'm also an analyst. I'm an analyst in the beverage industry. I'm an analyst in wholesale distribution, and I've been an analyst in software as well. What that means is I sit on the other side. So you are on one side of the table with your partners and entrepreneurs. I am on the other side of the table representing the investors. And what I ask you when I'm there is about your business model. Specifically, what is the cost of acquisition? Let's say that you have a beverage. I would not ask about production, cost of goods sold. If you don't know that, you're not sitting in front of us. I ask you about how much will it cost to get a store, a 7-Eleven, a Circle K, a Valero store, a Kroger chain, a Walgreens, natural food store like Whole Foods. How much will it cost you per store? What's the cost of acquisition of the store? What's the cost of acquisition of a customer buying in that store? That's what I will ask you. And then I will ask you, what will you do to retain that customer, and how much will they buy per week or per month? Will they buy one $2 product or a case if you sell at Costco, for example? If you do not know those numbers, you're not going to get the money. Simple as that, especially if I'm there. Now more than ever, because not only in the books that I write, but I also give these questions to investors. So even if I'm not there, the investors have my question and answer, and they will start asking you these questions now. So it's important that you know the answers, and that's your strategy. All of these we touch on the mastermind, and of course with our coaching or mentoring clients. We have both, just so you know a little bit about us and our services. Besides running our businesses, besides taking our businesses public in the US and now in the Toronto Stock Exchange, because we're getting into cannabis and the cannabis industry, we also have a company, which is this company that's coaching and mentoring for entrepreneurs. This company is also going public. If you're interested in learning more about that, yes, we are seeking investment as always for every company, for this one too. But if you're interested not as an investor, but as an entrepreneur, let us know. We have two major programs, our mentoring and coaching, and the masterminds. The masterminds is a peer group of people who want to grow their company exponentially, and investment is a big part of your strategy because you want growth and you want it fast. And then our coaching and mentoring is when you get me one-on-one, and I help you through the process one-on-one. You fly to San Diego, you sit here in this conference room with me for an entire day, and then we put goals and we go through the goals by phone, usually once per week. And we have different packages for each one. That's it for today. I know it's very fast and there's a lot of information. Send us your questions. I will answer your questions on video. If you send me a video, you will get the answer much quicker, and we will go over the text that you send or email second. We always love it when you send video questions. Again, my name is Jorge Olson, and I will see you next week on the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye.